Hello everyone and welcome to GT Guild Gaming. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's DC Comics Day. And speaking of comic books, apparently I totally forgot about Free Comic Book Day. So, this last weekend, so I'm a little bummed. But, oh well, it's the way it goes. But, thankfully we have apps that, like Marvel Unlimited and DC Infinity, can read comic books for free on there. So, but I mean, you pay for a subscription, but get to read a lot. So, anyways, okay, so let's find out who we're going to be playing as today. Hero versus hero again? Hero versus villain? Or are we going to finally have a villain versus villain? Let's find out. 19. Okay, one second. So we got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So nope, reroll. 14. That would be this one. Hey, it's Lex Luthor, #1 criminal in all the world. Or to quote Gene Hackman, greatest criminal mind of all times. To me, Gene Hackman was always the best Lex Luthor. Of course, I grew up watching those movies, but yeah. So, all right. So, who's Lex Luthor going against? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Cyborg's making a return. Cyborg was on last week's episode. And he lost against Batgirl. So, but he's back. And I do mix these up. So, like I said, I have no idea who's underneath here. So, maybe Cyborg will win this one, or will Lex Luthor take his place in the Hall of Doom? Alright, so first of all, we'll just go ahead, and since we've used Vandal Savage and Ra's al Ghul a lot lately, we're going to have the Flash start out this time around. But I will, we will mix in superheroes and supervillains into the main adversary deck, you might say. If you're watching yesterday's episode. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to do 6 villains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 5 other heroes will join in. Let me give it a good shuffle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we already have Flash as the other superhero. Now we're going to shuffle these in, so that way we get a good mix. Alrighty. And then let me get the starter cards ready. And then we will take a look at each of their character power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's make some space here. Okay. So just a reminder, we'll just go ahead and start with Cyborg. Just to get a little review. If you play or one or more superpowers during your turn, you get +1 power. If you play one or more equipment during your turn, draw a card. Then for Lex Luthor, at the end of your turn, draw an extra card for each hero you bought or gained during your turn. Okay. Not a bad start. Okay, so Lex Luthor will go first because he was the first one selected. Let me shuffle up Cyborg's cards. One, two, three, four, five. Again, we start with 5 and not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go ahead and get our lineup ready. So if you're just tuning in, where it's Lex Luthor versus Cyborg. Alright, so Lex Luthor's main thing is going to be heroes, and Cyborg's is going to be about powers and equipment. So, and we have the Flash starting out, he is worth 8. So, alright, Lex Luthor is up. 3 punches, 2 vulnerabilities. We will go ahead and get Catwoman. She is +1 power. Choose a foe, then attack and steal a victory point from that foe. So they have to start accumulating victory points. If they don't have a victory point, she can't get it. So, alrighty. Wow, a lot of superpower. Alright, and thanks to Lex Luthor's power, we are able to draw an extra card. So here's the 5. I need a shuffle to get the other. And there's the 6 card, thanks to Lex Luthor's character power. Okay. Cyborg is ready. He is wanting to get to the Hall of Justice, so he can brag to everybody that he defeated Lex Luthor. But he's not starting out so well with 2 power. So, and there's nothing in the lineup to get 2 power with, nor even a kick. So, he gets nothing this turn. Alright, back to Lex Luthor. One, 2, 3, 4 power, 2 vulnerabilities. So even though my thing's not going to be for here, is not going to be for superpowers. However, you may destroy a non-superpower card in your hand or discard pile. If it costs 1 or greater, gain a victory point. It's also a good way to get rid of these punches and vulnerabilities. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Okay. Cyborg is definitely going to have some power now. He's got 5. Let's go ahead and get this. Get to destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. At gain 1 victory point, you may gain a card from the lineup equal to the cost less than that card you destroyed. So, a good card, and he needs superpower so he can get more power. Here's a good way to also get rid of the weak vulnerabilities and punch cards. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Lex Luthor. 1 power, choose foe attack, steal a victory point from that foe. The other guy does not have any yet. So with 4 power and 1 vulnerability, let's see what we can do. We have Poison Ivy, 1 power, then attack. Each foe discards the top card of their deck. If it costs 1 or greater, they gain a weakness. Not bad. And then we have Clayface. Choose a card you played this turn, play it again. This might come in handy, especially if I'm able to use the card that gives me a chance to destroy cards. So let's go ahead and get Clayface. Downside is that he's not a hero, so I don't get to draw any extra cards. Well, there's a hero. There's Batgirl. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Bat Cyborg. Okay, so first of all, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the 4 punches first. And with the 4 punches, let's go ahead and get a kick. And then I'm going to play Transmutation. Let's see, we'll unplay this because I only needed 3 and we'll destroy it. Destroying cards or KOing cards is a good thing, especially if they're the weaker cards. If they're not going to be of any help. And sometimes that could be a challenge. Okay, back to Lex Luthor. Alright, first of all, let's play Expert Marksman. And we're going to destroy this vulnerability. And it did not cost 1 or greater, so I don't gain a victory point. We'll play Catwoman. She attacks the foe, but there's no victory point to gain. And then we will go ahead and get the Daughter of Gotham City. 1 power. Put up to 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Not bad. She's all about the punches. Alright. Oh, we got a couple of Constructs of Fear out there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because of Lex Luthor's power, which is money. Okay, so 1, 2 punches and 3 vulnerabilities. Not gonna be able to do anything this turn. Two, 3, 4, 5. So right now, Cyborg's not doing so good. Apparently he didn't recharge enough for this battle, but we'll wait and see. Maybe he's got something in the reserves. Okay. 5 punches, 1 vulnerability. Um, hmm. Let's go get Poison Ivy. Now she's a villain, so I don't get to draw any extra cards because of that. One, two. Three, four, five. Alright. Alright. And I gotta remember also for his character power. So let me get a die for that. So I'm gonna play that, and I get a superpower. Let me get a die that can actually be seen on the camera. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay. And then let's see here. Let's go ahead and play that. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with that. We'll go ahead and get Scarecrow. Then we'll go play Transmutation and destroy another punch card. And I'll just keep the die nearby so that way I can use it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I got play a phase, choose a card to play as again. We'll go ahead and play another punch, but even then I'm just going to get Steve Trevor. When you destroy this card in any zone, draw 2 cards and then discard a card. And since he is a hero, I get to draw 6 cards this time around. Mr. Zaz. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was first introduced to Mr. Zaz in the Arkham games. The Arkham Asylum. I didn't know who Mr. Zaz was until I played that game, and I mean, I've been a Batman fan pretty much all my life, but that was interesting. Again, Cyborg only has 2 power and 3 vulnerability, so he's not going to be able to get anything again. But the transmutation card needs to come out when I got those vulnerabilities. 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm pretty sure they will. Sooner or later. Okay, back to Lex Luthor. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Daughter of Gotham City, +1 power, and I get to put 2 punch cards from my discard pile into my hand, and there they are, 2 punch cards. And a train is going by. Alright, we'll play Catwoman, and then we'll play out the rest of our punches, which is quite a bit. Look at that. And 1 vulnerability. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. Let's go ahead and get Construct of Fear. It's +3 power, and I get to attack Cyborg. It's not a hero, but hey, it's a pretty good card. Alright. Oh, there's our first location card in the lineup, Bell Rev. If you're not familiar with the Suicide Squad, Bell Rev is normally where they are kept. I did watch the Suicide Squad movie a little over a week ago. I thought it was really great. I'm glad that they didn't just focus on Harley Quinn. Actually, I think the best character in that whole movie really was actually Ratcatcher 2. I just love the character. Okay. Let's go ahead and play a transmutation. I finally get to take out this vulnerability. I get +1 power because of it. I got a total of 3 power, which is enough to get another kick. So, that's a bit better. But Cyborg needs to step up his game if he wants to keep up with Lex Luthor. But as far as Lex Luthor goes, like I said earlier, Gene Hackman to me is one of the best, of course. But I really enjoyed Michael Rosenbaum's Lex Luthor in Smallville. He just, I love the character development. It was just a great way of doing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will play Poison Ivy. We will attack Cyborg. He has no defense, so he is going to gain, let's see, he's going to discard the top card. It is 0, so he does not gain a weakness. And then we have, let's see here, 3. Okay, so we will go ahead and play Marksman and destroy this punch, and we will get Mr. Zaz. 2 power attack. Each foe reveals the top card of their deck. If it's an odd number, then they gain a weakness. But again, Zaz is not a hero, so no extra cards drawn this turn. Hey, there's Harley Quinn. Of course, Margot Robbie did a great job in as Harley Quinn. I'm actually glad they didn't go into more of her, as far as like not really like screen time or anything, but like her story, because we got that in the last movie. Okay, Scarecrow. 2 power attack. Each foe gains a weakness. No defense cards yet, so Lex Luthor gets a weakness. Then we will play a kick and get 1 extra power from that. 2 punches and a vulnerability. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's get the Mind Control hat. Draw 2 cards, and then attack. Each foe discards a random card. If you have played excuse me, Jervis Tetch this turn, you may play each hero and villain in the lineup, then return them to the lineup. Oh, that is a nice card. And it's equipment, so that's what he needed. It's a big one, too. Okay. That's interesting. So we can get Jervis Tetch into the mix. Hang on a second. I need to get something to drink. Sparkling water. Trying to cut back on my soda intake, so I've been trying to drink more sparkling water or flavored water. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, back to Lex Luthor. Alright, we will attack Cyborg. And he'll discard a punch and a vulnerability. Then we will play that. No victory point to gain. Then we will play Daughter of Gotham City. 2 punch cards from the discard pile into my hand. Doggone it. I even took my inhaler before I started. And then we're going to play a copy of Clayface. For Clayface, we're going to play a copy of that. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. Let's go ahead and get we'll get Harley Quinn for 2, and then we will get the Scarlet Speedster, the Flash, for 8. Now again, he's a superhero, not a hero. Therefore, Lex Luthor does not draw an extra card next turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay, we know that both players do not have a defense card, so we're going against Captain Cold, which means now their character cards are going to get flipped over until he's been defeated. Okay, and he's a 9. Alright. Let's see, 2, 4, 5 power, and this is for Cyborg. And let's see here. For 5 power, we're going to get both Whirlwind and Invulnerable. Whirlwind gives me 1 power, and if it's the first card I played this turn, I might discard my whole hand to draw 4 new cards. Invulnerable is +1 power, and it's a defense card. When you are attacked, you may reveal this card from your hand. If you do, you may discard it or destroy a vulnerability in your hand or discard pile to avoid the attack. Not bad. Not bad at all. Three, 4, 5. And we finally got to open up the lineup a bit too. Okay, Lex Luthor. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Steve Trevor is not going to do anything because we have no way to destroy him, and the vulnerability is not going to help us with anything. So with 3 power, let's go ahead and get we'll get Deadshot. +1 power. Each foe reveals the top card of their deck. If it costs 1 or greater, they discard it. That will definitely be better for later on in the game. There's another invulnerable. I need to shuffle, get ready for Lex's next turn after this. First, we have to go back to Cyborg here in a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. Okay. We're going to play her. Destroy the vulnerability. Play Mind Control. Draw 2 cards. And then attack. Each foe discards a random card. Let's see. No defense. So let's shuffle. And discards a weakness, which is fine. And then we'll give him another weakness. And then we have a total of 5 power. Let's go ahead and get another invulnerable. So I've been reading through the comics of DC. I just finished, about a little over a week ago, I finished reading the Death Metal. That was really interesting. And now I'm not watching, but I'm reading the, something of the State. I can't think of the top of my head at the moment, but basically it's kind of not really rebirth or anything like that, but it's definitely something along those lines where it's different tales now of the multiverse. There's like where the son of Superman, Jordan, takes over as Superman. So it's very interesting. Okay, first of all, attack. Harley Quinn. Each foe puts a punch or vulnerabilities from his discard power on top of their deck. Cyborg does not have a discard pile. Does not have a victory point. But with 4 power, let's go ahead and get the Manhunter. Because no one escapes the Manhunters. Another location, Earth 3, home of the crime syndicate. Alrighty. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Let's see here. Let's look at the Balrev. Okay. You get +1 power for each villain you play. And then for Earth 3, once during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a punch, destroy it and gain a victory point. I think this is going to be better for Cyborg. He's got a lot of cards that he still needs to get rid of. Balrev would be better for Lex Luthor, because I've been getting a lot of the villains lately instead of the heroes, because, well, no heroes are showing up yet. Okay. First of all, we're going to play the Flash. Get to draw 3 cards, then discard a card. So here's the cards I drew, and I'm going to discard the vulnerability. And then I'm going to play Clayface and do that one more time. Drew these 3 cards and discarding this vulnerability. Then we will play Constructs of Fear. Each foe discards 2 cards unless they can defend themselves, and they can. Alright, so with this defense card, you may reveal this card from your hand. If you do, you may discard or destroy a vulnerability from your hand or discard pile. Okay, let's go ahead and we will destroy this vulnerability from our hand. And again, let's see here. And we will go ahead and we'll discard this. And yeah. And then, let's see here. We will then play. I'm going to move those over because they're done. Attack. Each foe reveals the top card of their deck. If it's 1 or greater, they discard it. And he has no more vulnerabilities. I mean, defense cards. Well, it's definitely more than 1, so he's discarding that. Then attack. Each foe discards the top card. If it costs 1 or greater, they gain a weakness. And he's gaining a weakness. And then go play Daughter of Gotham City. 1 power and 2 punches into my hand. Okay, let me move these down a little bit. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of Captain Cold so we can finally get our character powers back. Alright, so Lex Luthor is back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a shuffle. And 5. Then Cyborg is back. He's glad. Because, let's see here. Here's what we're going to do. Since this is the first card I played this turn, I'm going to discard my hand and draw 4 cards. 1, 2, need a shuffle. That was a great time for the Whirlwind card to be in play. Alright, 3 and 4. Okay. And since he has a superpower, get +1. We'll play a kick. And then we're going to play a villain. Let's see, Lex Luthor. I don't think he has a defense card yet. Nope. So he gains a weakness. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I forgot. We need to... I totally forgot to reveal the next person. So, before all this happens, first appearance by Green Lantern, attack. Each player destroys a hero in his hand or discard pile if they cannot gain a weakness. Okay, so, he's definitely gaining a weakness for Cyborg. Oh, okay. I'll destroy this hero, because then, when it's destroyed in any zone, I draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Okay, well, thank you, Green Lantern. So, I will discard this vulnerability. Okay. Now that we're back to being caught up. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. Let's go ahead and get the power armor. Let's look at the power armor. 3 power and defense. So you may reveal this card from your hand to avoid an attack. If you do, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. So just reveal, you don't have to discard this one. Then there's the Firestorm Matrix. Play the top card of your deck. If it costs 5 or less, you may destroy this card. If you do, leave the card you played in front of you for the rest of the game, as it has the ongoing effect. You may play this card once during each of your turns. That's not bad, but we'll get that later on. Let's go ahead and get the power armor. Need more defense. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Lex Luthor. First of all, let's go ahead and play the Flash. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Okay, we're going to discard this vulnerability. Here's why. Next, I'm going to just play X-Men. Expert Marksman. Destroy a non-superpower card in your hand or discard pile. If it costs 1 or greater, gain a victory point. Well, I'm getting rid of this weakness. Alright. Then I'm going to play Mr. Zaz. He's going to try to attack Cyborg, but I have this superpower, so I'm going to reveal it, and then if you do, you may discard it or destroy a vulnerability. So let's see if I have any vulnerabilities in my discard pile. I do not, so I'm just going to discard it. Okay. Alright. So I have 5 power. Let's go ahead and get the Bell Rev card, because I get +1 power for each villain I play. And since I've been getting a lot of villains lately, it's definitely going to help. Alright. Okay, first of all, we're going to play Earth 3. From here on out is ongoing once during each of your turns. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a punch, destroy it and gain a victory point. It is a punch, so I'm going to KO it. It's going to be destroyed. And now I need to get the victory points. You probably remember them from last week's game. Okay. Then I'm going to play Mind Control Hat and draw 2 cards. And attack the other player. Each player discards a random card. And no defense, so we're going to shuffle. And we're going to randomly discard a card. We're going to end up discarding Captain Cold. What a bummer. Play a superpower, so we get +1 power. And a weakness. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Let's go ahead and we'll get Grid for 2. You may put a villain or equipment with a cost of 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. Grid is the evil version of Cyborg. And then we'll also get a kick. Three, 4, 5. Get the lineup. Lex Luthor's back. And we're going to attack with Poison Ivy. Discard the top card if it costs 1 or greater. Cyborg gains a weakness. And it is not. So he is safe from that. And with 3 power and a weakness, not going to be able to get anything but a kick. A kick in the pants. That's what that turn was. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then Cyborg. First thing we're going to do is we're going to play the Earth 3 card. Reveal the top card. If it's a punch, it is not. So we will play Invulnerable. Gain 1 extra power from it. Then we're going to play Transmutation. We're going to destroy the punch in our discard pile. So that one is done its job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this. Death Storm. You may destroy a card in your hand at the end of this game. This card is worth 1 fewer victory point for each card in excess of 20 in your deck. Let's just go with another kick. I don't think that's going to work well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright. So first of all, we're going to play Constructs of Fear. attack, and we're going to discard. Let's see here. Do we have any? I'll reveal the invulnerable card. Then let me see if there's any vulnerable cards in the discard pile. Nope. So we'll just discard that so we can avoid the attack. Then we will play Catwoman, and she will take the victory point from Cyborg because he has no more defense cards. And then because of that, Harley Quinn will attack and put, let's see here, each foe puts a punch or vulnerability from his discard pile on top of their deck. Okay, we'll put a punch on top, which we know what will happen next, of course, when Cyborg comes back. However, each foe reveals the top card of their deck if it costs 1 or greater. Well, we already know it doesn't. I should have played that first, but oh well. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. Let's see here. Bizarro power. It's 4 power and gain weakness. Attack, each foe gains a weakness. Or let's go ahead and get, let's get Brother Blood. He's 4 power. That's quite a bit if you ask me. Super Intellect. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. If it's equipment, you get plus power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, 2 power. Okay, not bad. Five. Okay. And of course, top card is a punch. It gets destroyed, and we get another victory point. Then we'll play kick and a punch. 2 weaknesses. So 2, 3, 4 power. We will get another kick. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lex Luthor. Well, first of all, we're going to play Battle Rev. So, ongoing, I get +1 for +1 power for each villain I play. And then I'm going to play the Flash, draw 3 cards, and then I get to discard a card. Let's go ahead and discard a punch, because then I will go ahead and play Gotham City, get that punch back. Then we will attack with Catwoman. No defense cards, so she gets the victory point for Lex Luthor. And then we will play the rest of that. Let's go ahead and copycat. Actually, before we play these, let's Clayface the Flash for 3 cards, and we will discard the punch. And then we will play Expert Marksman, destroy a non-superpower in my hand or discard pile. I'll go ahead and destroy this punch that I just put in the discard pile. Alright, let's move the cards that don't have power out of the way. Alright, and let's see here, I played 2 villains, 1, 2, so this gets 2 extra power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go ahead and get Super Intelligence and Deathstorm. Alright. And I'm thinking, in a way, I'm kind of doing what Lex Luthor would do. Since the heroes aren't coming out, I'm going with the next best thing. I'm going with the supervillains and gain Bell Rev to give me the extra power that I need that I'm not currently getting. Because the heroes aren't coming out. All these villains are. Look at that. We just got Johnny Quick, which is the Earth 3 version of the Flash. And we got Dr. Blood back as well. I mean Brother Blood, not Dr. Blood. Who's Dr. Blood? I don't know. Okay. Well, I did have a defense, but I'm going to play that instead. Alright, so because I played an equipment card, I get to draw a card. And then I'm going to play a kick, so I get the extra point for superpower. Oh, then I'm going to shuffle real quick, because then I'm going to use the Earth 3 real fast. Is it a punch? Nope. Okay. Then I will go ahead and play Mind Control. Get to draw 2 cards. Then I get to attack Lex Luthor. And he has to discard a random card. And he ends up discarding a kick. Alright. And then Lex Luthor's getting a weakness. Then let's see, grid. You may put a villain or equipment card with a cost of 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. I don't have that. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. We're going to get Green Lantern for Cyborg. Okay. Now let's get ready for the next reveal. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so Cyborg does have a defense. And Lex Luthor does not. Look at that. That's like the worst hand ever. Okay. Shazam! First appearance. Attack. Each player puts a card that costs 5 or greater from his hand or discard pile on the bottom of the main deck. If they cannot, they gain a weakness. Oh! Okay. Hand or discard pile. Okay, nothing there. Let's look at the discard pile for Lex Luthor. It costs 5 or greater. Nope. So he's going to gain a weakness. Man. And then we're going to, let's see here. Do I have any vulnerabilities? No, we're just going to discard this card. And save ourselves from the attack. Okay. Well, we are doing Lex Luthor's turn, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything with one power. So that ends his turn right then and there. And that's another difference between Marvel's deck building and DC's deck building games, is that with Marvel you can heal yourself from the wounds or bindings, but when it comes to the weakness cards, you don't. The only way to get rid of them is by destroying them. Okay, first of all, let's see if it's a punch. No, it's not a punch. Okay. Then I'm going to play Transmutation, and I'm going to destroy this weakness. And I get 1 power. Then I'm going to play Invulnerable and Super and the Kick. So I have 2, 3, 4 power. We'll just get another kick. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a shuffle. Almost practically an hour into the gameplay. Thank you for everyone watching. Whether it be here on Twitch, YouTube. Thank you for being here and watching this whenever you get a chance. Means a lot. Okay. Back to Lex Luthor. Alrighty. Okay, this hand's going to look really nice. First of all, we're going to play Captain Cold. 2 power, then an additional 1 power for each foe with a hero in their discard pile. Unfortunately, there is no discard pile for the other foe. However, we will attack them. 2 power, each foe reveals the top card. Let's see here. No defense. Okay, if it's an odd costing card, they gain a weakness. It's a 0, so that's even. Harley Quinn will attack. There is no discard pile. Poison Ivy will attack. Each foe discards the top card. If it costs 1 or greater, well, it is a weakness, so they don't get another weakness. Alright, and then vulnerability. And then, again, because of Bell Rev, I get +1 power for each villain I played, not super villain, villain. 1, 2, 3. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep up with the villains. We'll get Johnny Quick and Brother Blood. Hey, Amanda Waller. That's really weird that they have Amanda Waller marked as a hero. I mean, I guess in her own mind, what she does, she is a hero. Okay. Alright. Reveal the top card. If it's a punch, destroy it. It's not a punch. Let's go ahead and play out our kicks. And we get 1 power for it. And then our punches. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 power. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get Constructs of Fear. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Back to Lex Luthor, who now owns Belrev. Let's put it that way. That sounds a bit more thematic. Okay, first of all, we'll play Constructs of Evil. I mean, not evil, fear. Constructs of Fear. They are going to discard vulnerability. And then we'll play Deadshot. Each foe reveals the top card of their deck. If it costs 1 or greater, they discard it. Oh man, that's like the second time that's happened where the the Mad Hatter's hat got discarded. Alright, so we have 3, 4, 8, 10, 11, and then 12, 13 power because of the Belrev. Let's go ahead and we'll let's see, we'll get Word of Power for 1 and Shazam for 12. And we will get ready for the next reveal. And I just forced Cyborg to give up his only defense card. And Lex Luthor is not going to do so well either. So let's see what's going to happen now. Alright, here's next. Green Arrow, first appearance, attack. Each player discards 2 punch cards. For each punch card you fail to discard, gain a weakness. Ooh boy. Okay, well, I have 1 punch card for Lex Luthor I can discard. So I will discard it, but I will gain a weakness in the process. And then for Cyborg, he's going to gain 2 weaknesses. But let's go ahead and look at the top card. It's not a punch. We'll play Transmutation, gain an extra point. A power will destroy a weakness in our discard pile. Then we're going to attack Lex Luthor. He will gain a weakness. I think this is the first game that I played where there's been this many weaknesses handed out. Okay, 7 power. Not enough to hit Green Arrow yet. Let's go ahead and get the Firestorm Matrix. Okay. Mr. Zaz will attack. And we'll discard this vulnerability. Or invulnerability, I should say. And that will just give him 3 power. Because of the villain. 3 power. Let's see here. Let's see here. Plus power equal to your victory points. If you have 5 or more victory points, destroy this card at the end of your turn. So that means as far as like the extra victory points, that is. So if I have, once I get 5 or more victory points, that's it. Let's go. Let's just get a kick. One, two, three, 4, 5. All right. Right. First of all, we'll play Green Lantern. To play, you may play up to 3 heroes with a cost of 6 or less from the destroyed pile. Then put them on the bottom of the main deck if you choose not to 3 power. Well, there's only been 1 hero so far that has been destroyed, and that was Steve Trevor. And you really can't play him. So we'll just get the 3 power. And then we will play the kick, and we will get 1 extra power from that. So let me get a different die. And we will, there we go. Grid, you may put a villain or equipment card with a cost of 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. Let's see here. The equipment card 5 or less, I do not have. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. Let's go ahead and we will get the Bat Serum, Man Bat Serum, and a kick. Two, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Time to head back to Bell Rev. Alright, so we will play the Flash, draw 3 cards, and discard a card. Alright, we will discard a weakness. Then I'm going to play Dust Storm. You may destroy a card in your hand. I'm going to destroy this weakness. Then I'm going to play Harley Quinn. And let's see here. We will go ahead and reveal the power armor to avoid an attack. If you do, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Excellent. We will destroy this weakness instead. And I played 1, 2, 3 villains. So there's that. So I have 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 power. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit Green Arrow for 9. One, two, three, 4, 5. Now let's get to the point where everybody's the decks are coming together. However, the downside is Lex Luthor does not have a defense card, so he will not be able to avoid this attack. However, of course, we have the defense card from the power armor. So it's Deathstroke. Attack. Each player reveals his hand and destroys a hero, superpower, or equipment in his hand or discard pile. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and we're going to destroy Batgirl. And then we'll avoid this, and we will destroy the weakness. Alright. Alright, reveal the top card. If it's a punch, destroy it. Nope. Power armor. 3 power. Gets to draw a card thanks to his Cyborg's ability. Then we'll play the kicks, and get 1 extra power for the superpower. Then we'll play the mind control hat to draw 2 cards. And then we are going to attack Lex Luthor. He has to discard a random card. He has no defense. So he's going to discard Poison Ivy. And then we'll go ahead and play out the other kick. And then Scarecrow is going to give a weakness to Lex Luthor. So we have 1, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 power. Let's we'll go ahead and hit Deathstroke. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like the tables have turned. At first Lex Luthor was doing really good, and then now all of a sudden he is not doing so hot. Cyborg is again no defense for Lex, but we have a defense for Cyborg, and it's against Wonder Woman. Each player destroys a villain in his hand or discard pile. If he cannot gain a weakness, we'll discard the invulnerable, and we will destroy. We'll end up destroying Clayface. So, ouch. Alright. We're just gonna play that. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. I'm just going to destroy this vulnerability and end my turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Back to Cyborg. Top card, is it a punch? Nope. We'll go ahead and play Transmutation. And we will destroy... Oh wow. I think I destroyed all the... Let's see here. Okay, I will not play this card. Instead, I will play these here. Get the extra power. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7 power. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do power drain. Two Amanda Wallers out. I don't. One is bad enough, but two Amanda Wallers? Yikes. Okay. Okay, first of all, we'll play Captain Cold. Let's see here. Any heroes in the discard pile here? Nope. So he's just 2 power. 3 power for that. Draw a card for Johnny Quick. Expert Marksman. Destroy a non-superpower card. Let's go ahead and destroy this weakness. And play a Manhunter and a Punch. Alright, so I played 2 villains. So Bell Rev gives me 2 more power. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. Let's go ahead. Let's see here. Let's look at Pandora here. Add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Plus 1 power for each different cost among the cards in the lineup. Okay. You know what? That's a pretty good deal. I'll take it. Plus I get to draw an extra card this next turn because of Lex Luthor's ability. Now, if I had 8 power, I would have just taken both Amanda Wallers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, thanks to the new hero just acquired. Alright. Back to Cyborg. Alright, let's play Grid. You may put a villain or a equipment card on top of your deck that costs 5 or less. Unfortunately, I don't have any. Then let's go ahead and then play we'll play Firestorm Matrix. Play the top card of your deck. If it is 5 or less, you may destroy it. I'll go ahead and destroy it. Okay, if you do, leave the card you played in front of you for the rest of the game. Okay. Let's see. Cost 4 or less, you may destroy this card. Oh, destroy this card. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll destroy. Let's see here. I'll play the top card. No, I'm not gonna play the top card. But I will draw it because of the equipment of him. Play superpower, get plus 1 power for the superpower. And then Green Lantern. You may play up to 3 heroes that cost 6 or less from the destroyed pile, and then put them on the bottom of the main deck. If you choose not to, it's 3 power. I choose not to because what's been destroyed so far is not as great. Alright, so I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. Let's go ahead and get Super Intellect and another kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a shuffle. Take a drink. Alright. Play Expert Marksman. We'll destroy this weakness. Another weakness. 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and get Amanda Waller. And we will draw an extra card for next turn. The Phantom Stranger. I've been slowly reading through the Phantom Stranger comics, actually. And it's really interesting. There's this guy, you might say he's kind of I wouldn't say he's an antagonist. But Dr. 13, who is better known as the Ghost Breaker, he tries to debunk everything that the Phantom Stranger does. So, very interesting. Alright, so we're going to play this first. Attack each player, and they have to... Each foe discards 2 cards. Let's see here. No defense, but I get to choose. So I'm going to discard. We will discard these 2 cards. And then because I played Superpower. Oh, and then let's go ahead and reveal the top card. If it's a punch, KO it. It is not. And then we'll play that. And then because of the draw card ability, thanks to him. Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. Let's go ahead and get the Bizarro power and Insanity. Oh, Stargirl. And Stargirl just started their 2nd season. I like it. I really do. It's really interesting. How they're trying to not really reboot the Justice Society, but they're trying to, revive it, you might say. Okay, first of all, Constructs of Fear. Attack each player. Oh, I need to get the 5 cards for Cyborg. Whoops. Any defense? No defense. So discard. We'll discard the punch and a kick. Then we'll attack them again. Each foe reveals top card. If it's an odd costing card, they gain a weakness. And it is. So they gain a weakness. Okay, when you play this card, leave it in front of you for the rest of the game. Ongoing punch cards you play have an additional +1 power. Okay, so it's an ongoing card. And then we will play Pandora. Add the top card of the main deck into the lineup. Alright, okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little shifting a bit. Alright, so then you get +1 power for each different cost cards among the lineup. So we have... Okay, let's do it this way, okay? Well, I may have to make some room. Let's see what we can do. Okay. There we go. That's a bit better. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. So I get 3 power from that card. And then I get 1 power from Belrev. So 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 power. That's enough to go ahead and let's get both the Phantom Stranger and Stargirl. And then I get to draw 2 extra cards this next turn. However, I only go fill 1 space up. Because technically there's only supposed to be 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's go ahead and play Transmutation. We'll destroy a weakness. Gain a power. Look at the top card. It's not a punch. Then we will play Super Intellect. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Let's go ahead and see if there's any more weaknesses. There's not, so we will destroy this punch. But I don't get the victory point because it did not come from that card. Play the top card of your deck. If it costs 5 or less, you may destroy this card. If you do, leave the card you played in front of you for the rest of the game. It has the ongoing. You may play this card. You may play this card once during each of your turns. At the end of the game, destroy it. Huh. Well, I'm just going to use Cyborg's ability just to draw a card by playing that. But I'm not going to just. Well, let's see. Well, if I play it, so I get 2 power no matter what. So, okay, so I'm going to destroy the Firestorm Matrix. It's gone. But this kick gets the ongoing ability of playing it once every turn no matter what. So I'll go ahead and add it to this. So I have just 3 power. Let's go ahead and get the Cold Gun. You may put a frozen token on a card in the lineup. That will definitely keep Lex Luthor from getting more heroes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, first of all, let's go ahead and play Flash. Draw 3 cards, discard a card. We will discard the weakness. Then I will play Death Storm, you may destroy a card in your hand. Oh, you know what? Let me retract. I'm going to discard the punch instead. No. I don't want to destroy the punch. Well, I mean discard punch. We'll discard Poison Ivy. And then with the Death Storm, destroy the weakness card. Because then I remember with the punch card, I get plus 1 more power thanks to Green Arrow. Then we will attack Cyborg. And he has no defense cards, so he has to put a punch or vulnerability from his discard pile on top of their deck. I don't think, nope, don't have any left, so it doesn't matter. Then we will go ahead and play those out. Then for the villains, 1, 2, 3 for Balrev. So we have 3, 5, 6, 10, 12 power. Let's go ahead and hit Wonder Woman. Alright, keep that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No defense cards for Lex. And I don't think there's any for Cyborg either. Nope. Okay. Who's next? It's Lex Luthor himself! Attack. Each player gains a weakness. For each villain in the lineup, there's only one. So they each gain a weakness. Wow, Lex Luthor attacking Lex Luthor. Who would have thought? Okay, first of all, look at the Earth 3, look at the top card, it's not punch. Mind Control Hat, draw 2 cards. And then because of Cyborg's ability, I get to draw 1 more card. And then we will attack Lex Luthor. We know he doesn't have a defense. He has to discard a random card. He discards the Word of Power. And then, let's see here. Next, we will go ahead and play Deathstroke. You may gain a villain or hero from the lineup. If you choose not to, 3 power. I'll take the 3 power. And we'll attack Lex Luthor for 1 more weakness. Grid, you may put a villain or equipment card. I don't have any. Then I will play this. 3 power. And then the kicks, which give me 1 more power. Plus this. So 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 power. Wow, that's quite a bit. Let's go ahead and we'll hit Lex Luthor. And with the 5 floating, let's get the mallet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time to see what comes up next. No defense for Cyborg. And again, no defense for Lex Luthor. And it's a Mazo attack. Each player passes one card to the left and one to the right. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is going to the left hand side, this is going to the right hand side. Alrighty. But I'll take that punch because it gives me 2 power thanks to Green Lantern. Not Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Alright. Shazam. Gain the top 2 cards of the main deck, play them, and then destroy one of them. Its effect still remains. Okay, so play the top 2 cards of the main deck. Alright, so I get 2 power. And choose a foe, attack, destroy a card with a cost of 1, 2, or 3 in that foe's discard pile. And again, no defense. It costs 1, 2, or 3. You know what? We're going to destroy the cold gun. I don't like him having that. And then vibe. You may put a hero or superpower with a cost of 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. Nice. Let's see here. That cost 5 or less. Okay, we'll put Phantom Stranger on top. And then we will play Brother Blood, and then Superpower and Super Intellect to destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. We will destroy the weakness, and then let's see here. So we have 2, 4, 5, 9 power. Let me double check. Oh, 9. And then because of the Bell Rev, I get 10. Let's waste no time. We'll hit Amazo. And then we have to continue with Shazam's thing here. We are going to destroy Vibe. But we get to keep the other one. We get to keep the broadsword. So, nice. Alrighty. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Lex Luthor. Darn, I should have grabbed Stargirl instead. But no defense again for either players. So who's next? It is Constantine. First appearance, attack. Each player loses 3 victory points. If you have none to lose, gain a weakness. Well, Cyborg's gaining a weakness. However, these 2 victory points that Lex Luthor had are gone. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that was a major bummer. Just like Constantine, always messing things up. Okay. First of all, we are going to play Green Lantern. You may play up to 3 heroes that cost 6 or less from that's been destroyed. It'd still be better to do the 3 power. So that's what we're going to do. So then we're going to do the Earth 3 card real quick. Oh, I forgot. There was a kick. One of these kicks belong here because of the Firestorm Matrix. But at the end of the game, of course, that kick gets destroyed because of the Firestorm Matrix. Okay. Then I'm going to play Johnny Quick. Draw a card. And then we will play Power Drain. That's what I was going for. Excuse me. I'm just realizing I'm not getting this set up right. Okay. Attack. Each foe reveals their hand and choose one card revealed to be discarded. Let's make them discard Captain Cold. Alright. And then they get +1 power for the superpower. So 1, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Let's get the Secret Society Communicator for 4 and Constantine for 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, I really have no idea who's going to win. Okay. So again, big reveal. No defense for Lex Luthor. And no defense for Cyborg. Sinestro, attack. Each player reveals their hand and discards a card for each hero they revealed this way. Alright, so any heroes? Aw, man. Well, I'll get rid of Catwoman. And then for Cyborg, no hero. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Phantom Stranger. You may destroy a card in your hand, or you may destroy a card in your hand, and you may destroy a card in your discard pile. At the end of this game, this card is worth 1 victory fewer point for each card that costs 0 in your deck. Okay. We will destroy the weakness in my hand. And we will destroy this punch card in my discard pile. And with 2 power, can't get nothing. Because the punch is worth 1 more because of Green Arrow. But still not enough to get anything. I will say this, the cleanup part of this game is a little easier than the cleanup for the Marvel game. Because with the Marvel game, there's so many parts. But what I've been hearing about the new Crisis modes and everything for this game, for the DC comic game, it can get just as complex, so. Okay. First of all, let's go ahead and play Deathstroke. Well, actually, before Deathstroke. Earth 3, top card, is it a punch? Nope. Okay, now we'll play Deathstroke. Okay, you may gain a hero or villain from the lineup. If you choose not to, It's 3 power. Let's take the 3 power. Then we will go ahead and do transmutation. Destroy a card in my discard pile or my hand. Actually, there are... Let's see here. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. Alright, I will destroy something. I'm going to destroy the Secret Society Communicator. You may destroy this card in your hand or discard pile. If it's a hero, you get power equal to its cost. If you choose not to... Oh, no. No, I will not destroy that. Never mind. I totally misread that. Okay, I'm not going to use transmutation whatsoever. But I will go ahead and use that to get the extra power. Make the foe discard 2 cards. They will discard both the vulnerability and a weakness. And then they will gain a weakness. So 3, 1, 4, 6, 9, 11 power will hit Sinestro. Transmutation is only good if I can destroy like the weakness cards. It's not going to be good for anything else. Alright. We're down to the final main guy or gal. And again, poor Lex Luthor is not protected, and it is Necron. Well, let's go ahead and discard this invulnerability. We're good there for Cyborg. And then Necron will attack Lex Luthor. Each player totals the cards cost in his hand. Then the players with the highest cost destroys a random card from their hand. Well, this is the only one. So now we got to destroy a random card in our hand. And it is Manhunter. Alright. 3 power. Which is enough to get a kick. And that's all Lex Luthor is going to be able to do. One, two, three, four, 5. And Cyborg. Question is this going to be the last round? Let's find out. First of all, Earth 3. It's not a punch. Let's go ahead and play Lex Luthor. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We'll play the equipment card next. Reveal the top card of your deck. Draw it or pass it to another player's discard pile. We will go ahead and draw it, and then since I played a equipment card thanks to Cyborg, I get to draw another card, and then I will go ahead and let's see here. This is not the first card I played this turn, so I'm not going to play it. Let's go ahead and play our kicks and other superpower. Grid. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile if it's an equipment card. Let's go ahead and destroy... actually, let's destroy this card, because even though it's got 4 power, it's -1. So it's gone. And then, let's see here. If it's an equipment card, okay, so I still get 2 power. Regardless. Alright, and I get +1 because it's a superpower. Alright, so 1. That's supposed to be 1. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 power. let's go ahead and get, let's see here. We'll go ahead and get the Firestorm Matrix. Alright. Lex Luthor has a chance. Now the heroes are showing up. Look at that. They haven't shown up all game. Now they're decided to show up, and Lex Luthor is not happy. Because now he might end up losing. And of course, you know, he's going to blame it on the heroes. Alright, so Phantom Stranger, you may destroy a card in your hand. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this punch. And then destroy a card in my discard pile. I'm going to destroy this weakness. Then we got Stargirl, kick, attack, Cyborg, who has a defense card. He actually has this, and he's got KO weakness in his hand. Alright, so 2, 4, 5 power. We'll go get Wonder of the Night. That lets me draw an extra card next turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Alright, Cyborg. Alright, first of all, play Power Armor. Get to draw a card next to the equipment. And then we are going to draw 2 cards. There's the first one. Need to shuffle, draw the next card. There's that. Then we're going to attack Lex Luthor. And no defense. He has to discard a random card. Oh, that's not good. That would have been a better card to keep. Let's keep the attack going. Now he's got to discard 2 cards. So he will discard the weakness and punch. That's not going to do anything. It got no extra victory points. Alright, so then the superpower gives me 1. So 1, 3, 6, 9, 11, 12 power, and that's enough to defeat Necron. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now we gotta count all this up. So let me go ahead and get situated here. Okay, these cards are gone from the game. Just moving all these away so I can make more room. Okay. First of all, we will start with Lex Luthor, because he was the first player. Alright. Okay. And I'm looking for any special ones like this one. Still had some punches. Oh, this card is worth 0. That sucks. Didn't even get to play Word of Power. Like I said, there was definitely a lot of weaknesses and attacks in this game. There was a lot more attacks and weaknesses handed out in this game than any of the previous streams, which is good. It kept it action packed. It was like them blowing, trading blows back and forth. These are all zeros. So let me just move them over. Huh, I even still had one vulnerability left. Okay. So, first of all, let's see here. At the end of this game, this card is worth 1 point fewer than each of those that cost 0 in your deck. Let me go ahead and get a piece of paper real quick. And a pen. Okay, so the Phantom Stranger starts at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, that cost 0. Okay, he actually costed 1, but he's not worth anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Phantom Stranger is actually worth 5 victory points. And then Deathstorm. At the end of this game, this is worth one fewer victory point for each card in excess of 20 in your deck. Okay, we will do that one last. So let me put Phantom Stranger to the side. Okay, starting from greatest to smallest. We had 2 6s. So that was 12, so that makes it now 17. 5, 10, 15. So that brings it to 32. Flash brings it to, we get +4 from Flash. So that brings it to 36. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That brings it to 46. Count up the singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that brings it to 60. And then, now we gotta count these up all together. That includes the weaknesses. Alright, so here's how we're going to do it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20. Alright, so he's going to be worth one less. Victory point for each card in excess. So he may not even be worth anything. So that's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he's not going to be worth anything now. So, oh well. Let me go ahead and, okay, there we go. So he's worth nothing. And then 3 weaknesses. So he is a total of 57. 57 for Lex Luthor. Okay. Now it's time for Cyborg. Alright. He had a rough start, but you know what? He started to get better. He is definitely exploded later on in the game, that's for sure, but it just took a while. Oh, and one of those kicks had to be destroyed. 1 second. Because the Firestorm Matrix we destroyed earlier destroys one of the kicks. Alrighty. He was able to destroy all but one weakness. So Cyborg did a pretty good job. Alright, so first starting with the highest to lowest, we have 12 there. Then 5, 10, 15, 20. So that brings it to 32. Power Armor gives it to 35. Then 2, 4, 6 brings it to 41. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, which brings it to 62 minus the 1, 61. 61 to 57. Cyborg is our champion for today. Wow. Like I said, he had a late start. It's, again, very thematic. You know, he had a rough start and everything. You know, Lex Luthor was throwing everything at him. And then the next thing you know, he was starting to get the superpowers and the equipment. He was able to build up some defense, which definitely helped. So, okay. So, Cyborg will be joining Superman, Aquaman, and Batgirl into the Hall of Justice. However, Lex Luthor has to go repair that power armor of his. So, okay guys, thank you again for watching, and I hope you had a great time. Please make sure you tell all your friends So you can see all this here at GT Guild Gaming. I will be back on Friday for Freaky Friday Randomizer. And hopefully it won't be as freaky as last time, because that was nuts. Alright, we'll see you guys next time here at GT Guild Gaming.